So you might have heard people describe Southeast Asia as just one big jungle with a few beaches dotted around. But that doesn't mean it's necessarily true, because at least in my opinion, I think Southeast Asia could be the future. So let me explain what I mean by that, and what some of the Southeast Asian myths and stereotypes are. So the myth that Southeast Asia is just all the same, and that every country shares one culture, one religion and one identity, could not be further from the truth. The reality is that Southeast Asia contains 11 countries, with hundreds of ethnic groups, thousands of languages, and a wide range of religions. I mean, Indonesia alone has over 17,000 islands, and more than 700 languages. And that's just one country here in Southeast Asia. I mean, before we move on to the next country, I mean, Indonesia is the 4th most populated country on the planet, for those of you who didn't know. And to give you guys a religious breakdown of each country, Indonesia, Malaysia and Brunei are all Muslim majority countries, with Indonesia actually the world's largest Muslim majority country. Philippines and East Timor are majority Christian, Myanmar, Thailand, Laos, Cambodia, Vietnam majority Buddhist, and Singapore is extremely diverse, with Buddhism, Christianity, Islam, Hinduism, probably even more religions than that. And from my personal experience, once you've been to a few countries out here, you start to see the differences, and also the similarities. Because there are overlaps, don't get me wrong, because for example at some point, the Cambodian Empire, the Khmer Empire, covers what is modern day Thailand and Laos. But nowadays they definitely are different, with different cultures, religions, and for sure, unique identities. And the myth that Southeast Asia is only exotic nature, cheap travel, or backpack culture, because it's just beaches, jungles and tourism. But again, the reality is very different. Yes, this region does have beaches, jungles and tourism, it has all three of them. But it will also have high-tech industries, major universities, research institutions, literature, film, art, fashion, I mean it has everything else as well. And tourism is important, don't get me wrong, but it's not representative of the entire region. Just the tourism areas. And it all depends what you want to see and what you want to do really. If you want a resort with a nice white sandy beach, then yeah, you can do that. But if you want more than just the stereotypes, then you can also do that. The choice is yours. You decide what side of Southeast Asia you want to see. The next myth is that the region is universally undeveloped or rural, which is just not true. While some areas do face poverty, many Southeast Asian countries have rapid growing economies, with cities like Singapore, Kuala Lumpur, Bangkok, Ho Chi Minh City and Jakarta are global business centres with advanced infrastructure. Just to give you a few examples. The region also includes one of the world's richest countries in Singapore, so there's definitely money in this part of the world. But if you want to avoid the first world, you can. Having the best of both worlds here is the best in my opinion. It's an absolute bonus of living out here. You could be walking down the beach, minding your own business, enjoying the simple life, and then later that same day enjoying the luxuries from the Western world, in your condo with AC on full blast. Again, another myth that the Southeast Asian cuisines are interchangeable, or either bugs, rice, or that smelly fruit that most foreigners seem to hate the taste and smell of. The reality here is the food itself is very different, and each country takes pride in their food culture. I mean, just to break it down for you, Vietnamese food seems to emphasize herbs and freshness. Filipino cuisines blend Malay, Spanish, Chinese and American influences, with a lot of rice. Indonesian cuisines uses rich spices and regional diversity. Thai food blends spicy, sour and sweet flavours. Burmese cuisine highlights lentils, fermented tea and curries, so there is no single Southeast Asian flavour or Southeast Asian dish, because each country has different dishes that they're famous for. So it's worth trying them out for each country you visit, because they definitely are different. And while the region is full of crime, corruption or conflict like many other places in the world, and it is true the reality, while some countries may face political challenges, the region overall is relatively safe and stable. Millions of tourists visit every year without issues, and many countries have strong institutions and developing democracies. I mean, as of right now, Thailand and Cambodia still aren't on the best of terms, so their border is still closed. And on the other side of Thailand, Myanmar is also being currently advised against travel for tourists. But you can still go Cambodia via air travel, there's nothing stopping you from doing it that way, you just can't cross the land border. And I'd say it's probably best, at least for now, stay away from the border towns as well, to be on the safe side. And the same goes with Myanmar, the choice is ultimately yours, it's advised against right now, so just be careful. And that's it for today's video, so if you enjoyed make sure to leave a like, and if you're thinking of moving to Thailand but don't know how, then check out my Move to Thailand guide, linked in the description below, which includes everything you need to know about moving to Thailand, and how you can sustain yourself financially, what life you can live out here, and pretty much anything else you can think of you'd want to know before moving to the other side of the world. And yeah, that's it. As always, I'll see you guys in the next video.